This was our MinisForum project at the end of the last video. The computer is operational inside a Makerbeam frame. However, there are a few finishing up touches to be completed. Firstly, we need to secure the mains connector at the back by bolting it to the frame. This can easily be done by adding another vertical strut via a couple of right-angle brackets and securing the mains connector to that. Part of the back end of the frame will need to be disassembled to allow the addition of new bolts to hold the new vertical strut in place. Once complete, we will be able to safely connect mains power to the computer when it's in the rack. Next, we can move to the front of the frame to add the fascia. The motherboard comes with an I/O shield which is attached by screws to the motherboard, so we just need a fascia to fill in the gaps, while still allowing airflow to the computer. As with previous projects, I'm going to use perforated polypropylene, cut to size for the fascia. To speed up this process, I've cut the polypropylene and fitted it in a separate frame of the same size. This saves dismantling the computer's frame until it's ready to fit. I'm also going to shift the motherboard part of the frame to the left, to give more room on the side of the frame for a possible later addition of a graphics card. We can do this easily by loosening the L brackets and sliding the subassembly over, and then retightening the bolts. So now we have the motherboard in its final position. We can now mark out the area where the cutout is going to be on the fascia. This repositioning should give just about enough room for a slim graphics card, or the frame can always be extended should a larger one be needed. Now all we need to do is to mark out the cuts needed on the perforated polypropylene and prepare the fascia. A few minutes work with long nose wire snips and we'll have our new fascia. Following a test fitting to ensure we have cut it correctly, we next need to cut a circular hole for the power switch. If you have prepared a custom power switch, it's always a good idea to take a quick picture of the wiring going into the motherboard to ensure you return the cable ends to the correct pins on the motherboard. Next, we need to spray paint the fascia with red Plastidip. And here we are, with the fascia now having completed the spray painting. We can now slide the fascia into the Makerbeam grooves to complete the front of our MinisForum computer. Next, we need to thread the cable of our custom power switch through the hole we cut and secure it into place. Our next task is to reattach the corner cubes and screw the horizontal beam back into place. This will hold the fascia in place. Once inserted into the rack, this front fascia is all that will be visible. There are just a few remaining tasks left to complete. The cable for the custom power switch needs to be reconnected to the motherboard. Additionally, we need to do a little tidying of the internal cables to ensure that they don't get in the way of the fans or catch on anything when adding or removing the frame from the rack. And here we are with the computer now installed in the rack, ready for power up. For its current role, it will only have an Ethernet cable connected to it, as all work on the computer will be done via remote desktop. So this video completes the build of this MinisForum computer, adding another 64GB and a Ryzen 9 CPU with 16 cores and 32 threads to our processing. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching.